evening, everyone. Welcome to the postseason fantasy football playoff draft here at fantasypoints.com. My name's Joe Dolan. I'm with Tom Brawley. Right now here, I don't know if John Hansen's going to join us. He might not. But if he does, well, what we're going to do is just very briefly break down this playoff slate, T-Bro. You and I have been working all day ranking the players, and one thing we do for playoff rankings is we go through and we basically break down the playoffs as a staff. We decide, all right, how many games are these guys going to play, and then we rank them, and it makes things pretty difficult. But it's a fun exercise. I always forget, Tom, how much work it is this day, just to get essentially restart everything for the playoffs.
Yeah, everybody has been reaching out, wondering if we're going to have rankings and different articles for postseason stuff. So here we are. We got we'll have our rankings up on the site eventually. Here they'll be up shortly. John's going to do a draft guide, probably using a lot of the results from this draft. We'll have FFPC content later this week. Chris Wecht from our data team wrote up a big piece for it. Joe, we're going to do a one and done article too. You're still running.
I haven't gotten. So what's annoying is I run this contest and I have to wait for people to respond to it to make sure it's still worth doing, and then everybody gets in all at once, and it's really annoying.
Okay, so we'll have we'll have you covered for all your different contests. I know Underdog is also having some different playoff content. And what is the format for this draft before we really get flying here through this draft?
So what it is, it's a PPR draft, okay? It is total points for the entire playoffs. Nothing different about it. Just there's no sacred points. Here's what you got to do. You must start a quarterback. You must start 2 running backs. You must start 3 wide receivers. You must start a tight end. You must start a kicker. You must start a defense. There are 3 flex spots. One of them can be a quarterback. Okay, and given there's only 6 teams in this draft, everybody's going to draft a quarterback. Can't draft more than 2 quarterbacks, though.
Okay, so there's going to be 2 left behind. Sorry, Skylar Thompson or whoever is the lucky 13th and 14th quarterback.
I randomized the draft order so everybody could just get in fairly. Scott Barrett's already picked first. Josh Allen was the first pick. Tom, you drew the second pick, and I want to talk through your strategy after you make the pick.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey as the second pick here. Just thinking he's kind of the class of the running back. Got to make sure it goes through here. Okay, there it goes through. Yeah, just thinking he's the class of the position right now. I think the NFC looks. I mean, we did all our predictions for the staff, and I think everybody had San Francisco and Philadelphia.
Every single person on staff had that championship game.
So San Francisco drew the easiest matchup, 10-point favorites. So I think they're at least guaranteed a second game. They'll potentially face the Minnesota Vikings, who everybody's been fading for the last 2 months of the season. So I think they have a great chance to get at least 3 games. My thinking is also in these type of formats, I want to load up on 2 to 3 or even 4 teams. Really, go all in this type of format. So I think the other quarterbacks are going to fly off the board. I think I might be able to get Brock Purdy at the turn of the 2-3. So I'm going to get my running back right now, and potentially maybe I'll get a Purdy Ayuk or Purdy Debo stack on the way back in the second or third round.
Okay, so John Hansen goes with Joe Burrow, who actually, Tom, based on the predictions of our staff, we are projecting them to play the most games in the playoffs. Here's what I'm going to do. I have the 4th pick. I'm very tempted to take Jalen Hurts, but I'm going to pick Patrick Mahomes. And now maybe I'm going to be foolish here.
I'm surprised you didn't, Joe. You didn't pick your Eagles in the stat predictions either. You don't want to be put all your eggs in one basket here.
I put the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but I didn't want to be the
homer. You didn't have to win it though.
I had a feeling that Chris Wecht would pick the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. So
you wanted to put it on somebody else.
here's another reason why I'm going with Patrick Mahomes in this format, because stacks are so important in this format. You essentially have to make stacks or you're not going to do anything. I went with Mahomes because, quite frankly, Tom, I feel like he's easier to stack.
I mean, this is the old dilemma from best ball drafts this summer. You draft Patrick Mahomes in the third, fourth round. It was more like the fourth round, and you have your choice of whatever receiver you want to stick with them. It was Juju, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now we got Kadarius Toney in the mix. We got Nicole Hardman will probably be back and ready to go for the postseason, barring another setback for him. So yeah, you have multiple options there. Philly, I think you could have drafted Hurts with the fourth pick here, but you probably would have had to go with an AJ Brown or somebody in the second round to make sure you have a stack.
Yeah, so it really opens things up. I knew Graham was going to take Jalen Hurts there. A little surprised Paul didn't, because Paul took Jamar Chase and now he goosed John.
Maybe that's his strategy. Just
he goosed John. I think my next pick is made for me.
Whoa! I got goosed by Paul's just out here goosing everybody.
Paul's all right. My pick is made for me. I'm drafting Travis Kelce. That gives me the Mahomes Kelce stack. And again, it all depends on like your format. So like, maybe Graham, for instance, didn't think the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, but he had the 6th pick in this draft. You essentially can't be like, well, I'm just going to skip, because you almost have to let the board come to you in that instance almost.
Yeah, I like that. It ended up working out pretty well for you. We were kind of talking about this earlier. Tight end, actually, a lot of the good tight ends from fantasy football this year are actually in the playoffs. So, it does get thin quick, but it's a decent class of tight ends, at least at the very top. It's about 5 or 6 deep.
So John, interesting, goes with Joe Mixon. Well, with Joe Mixon, because he doesn't get the chase stack, but you figure now, John having Mixon, he's got basically all of the Bengal touchdowns covered one way or the other.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's he's gonna have. I mean, watch Samaje Perine. He'll come out of nowhere and goose him a couple times. But it looks like I am on the clock now.
You are indeed.
What do I want to do? Let's see here.
So this is what it is. It's a 12-round 6-man draft. Again, guys, if you're tuning in, you can start 2 quarterbacks, but only 2. So it's really an interesting format to play. I'm sorry it's a 6-man draft, so you don't see us getting into the absolute dregs of who you can draft here. Tom is like, you thought Brock Purdy was going to be easy peasy.
I know. I forgot that Paul's a
Niners fan. Yeah.
A Niners fan, not Kansas City. Damn, I don't know what to do.
Imagine telling somebody in August that Brock Purdy would be the 8th overall pick in a playoff draft.
Yeah, that's he was the last overall pick in the draft.
In the NFL draft.
Yeah. So kind of a stunning turn of events for him.
Right, so
you know what? I'm just gonna go. I was thinking about it. I'm going George Kittle.
Okay.
Get my stud tight end here. I already do have.
So you don't want to let Brock have Brock. You don't want to let because he has Brock Purdy. You don't want to let Paul have him.
No, so I'm going to load up on 49ers here. Going to cover all my. I guess I could probably get another 49er receiver here coming around, because I doubt Scott's going to go 2 49ers receivers. So I'm just going to.
Good call.
With this strategy, I mean, I love just going real heavy on as few teams as possible and putting all your eggs in one basket. Because there's no difference between first and last in this type of competition. So if the 49ers get eliminated by Seahawks, I'm screwed. But if they make it to the Super Bowl and get 4 games, then I'm set up pretty nice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's no use finishing 4th. If you play to win.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just put all my eggs here in the 49ers basket, and I'll probably have my choice here. Scott's got 2 picks here at this 2-3 turn. I can't imagine he's gonna. I'll have my choice of either Debo or Brandon Ayuk. So,
yeah. Well, he took AJ Brown, which is a very strong pick. So
my
I just think
question
it's
is,
funny.
Joe-
Graham took Scott's receiver, and Scott's like, "Well, screw you."
Now, my question,
Oh,
Joe,
he just
who
took
do you
both
prefer,
Eagles.
Brandon Ayuk or Debo Samuel?
I did the wide receiver rankings today. I prefer Ayuk.
Yeah, he's been healthier. He's been he's been breaking out. First 1,000-yard season here, really surging down the stretch. Debo, oh man, Debo has a lot of upside there too.
Yeah, I was really eyeing up one of them Eagle receivers, I got to be honest. And I think Scott took both of them, which I think is completely. I mean, you're splitting hairs now. Did you know both of them broke team records?
Who's that?
Smith and Brown. Smith set the most catches in Eagles history. Brown set the most receiving yards.
I mean, that's what we loved about the Eagles. It was so concentrated between those two at receiver and Dallas Goedert when he was healthy. So, all right. Damn it. I don't know. Debo or Ayuk? Debo or Ayuk? Let's go. F it. Let's go Ayuk.
You were hoping Scott made the decision for you.
Yeah. Screw it. We'll
go Ayuk.
Ayuk.
Okay. All right,
I got 3 49ers here.
Yeah, John's on the clock here, and he should. I know what he's going to do and what he should do.
Is he going to go another Bengal? He's got Joe Mixon already.
Yeah, that board could not have fallen more beautifully for him, quite frankly.
Yeah,
like with Paul taking Chase, where Paul took Chase. By the way, and I don't think Chase was making it back around to John anyway.
No. Yeah, this is always tough.
That's set up so well for John.
T. Higgins, there it is.
Yeah,
Higgins.
He's
got the big 3.
Well, I'm going to make it 3 for 3. Patrick Mahomes' top 2 receivers, and not a single one of them's a wide receiver.
Jerick McKinnon. I like it. Yeah, you like his stat line this past weekend?
Oh, yeah.
2 catches, 0 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, so...
As someone that had his receiving yards over in that game, I was a little frustrated by that. But they were kind of... I should have thought about that a little bit more, that they might watch his snaps a little bit. We saw a little bit too much of Ronald Jones, so...
You guys got any action on the game tonight? I mean, you said, Tom, you're in a pool. I've been doing those.
Yeah, we're in the Big Ed's pool together. This is the second straight year I'm alive going into the last game. I got UGA minus 13.5, and I went towards the under with 59 just because it's a tiebreaker thing. I have a feeling most people are going to go over the total, so I'm going to hope for like a 38-21 game in favor of Georgia. Although I do kind of want to root for TCU though. they're a fun story.
Yeah, I don't really have a rooting interest. I did a little underdog, one of their pick'ems where I was so freaking cold on those for like the first 12 weeks of the season. It was unbelievable. And now I have just been scorching hot.
Nice. I've been cold with the player props here the last couple weeks.
But
I got
the underdogs
yesterday.
Because they're like the parlays that pay out the basic one pays out 3 to 1. If you stack a couple of those on end, you're going to make up for a lot of losses.
Nice.
But I had some where guys were getting hurt, and last night I had the most boringest one for last night's game. Goff over 1.5 rushing yards and Rodgers over 4.5 rushing yards.
And they both got there.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the Goff scramble. Was it a couple sneaks?
He had one down it was down the right sideline. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. It was for 4 yards. And I was like, 4 yards is good because that cushioned me against, a kneel down at the end of the game. So,
which did happen.
Which did, yeah.
Dan Campbell rolling the dice.
Mm-hmm.
How about that hook and lateral?
He was in E's bag, as they say.
I was doing the show with Paul this morning, and there were a few people that got screwed by that because apparently he got the reception, but it was -8 yards. I don't know exactly how to play it out. So people thought they initially got the victory, but the yardage set it back after it was a confusion, a bit of a confusion on the those hook and lateral plays. I never know how they're going to score those.
Graham takes Miles Sanders. So Graham now, he didn't get his Eagle. I think I probably have a feeling where he's going to go with this pick. You know what Dolan needs? Dolan needs some freaking receivers here. Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
What, you don't
That
have any
is a
receivers?
serious knee injury for Willis McGahee. Yep. You
Oh, I was like, what?
ever see that highlight? Like, I mean,
From the national championship game?
The worst moment of Willis McGahee's life. I forget who the color commentator was. What was it?
Wasn't it with Keith Jackson? Wasn't he on the call or no?
It was, well, Keith Jackson was the play-by-play guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Would it have been Greasy at that time? Or?
I don't think it was Greasy, but it was what was that? 2001? Was it the Orange Bowl or?
Yeah, wasn't it? Was that against Ohio State? Was that?
It was Ohio State and Miami.
Because I remember our boy Matt Brown. I thought he tweeted it out that it was like the 20th anniversary.
It was the 2003 Fiesta Bowl. Okay?
Oh, okay.
It was the 2003 Fiesta Bowl. It was
sniping me again.
Oh no!
I was going to start stacking up some Chargers here because that's my underdog pick for the AFC.
Yeah, Graham took Jefferson, who is a high risk to be a one and done.
But they're favored
to
get second game, you know. They're going to put up some points if they get multiple games.
All right, I
like that. At this point in the draft, that's
what I was going to do. Quite frankly, I was going to make that pick. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go with Chris Godwin.
Okay.
He's made himself. I mean, he catches a lot of balls. Anyway, so the announcer in that game was Dan Fouts. And like when they show the replay of McGahee, I mean, this is morbid, but I'll at least Willis McGahee ended up having an amazing NFL career, so I don't feel as bad. And made a lot of money. And like he gets hit, and Fouts goes, "Oh my goodness, whoa Lord, that is a serious knee injury for Willis McGahee." Something like that. Like I mean, clearly somebody who was like shook by what he saw. And then Jackson just finishes the sentence with, "Yep."
Oh, I'm on the clock again.
Yeah, you're on the clock.
So Paul's been sniping my ass here.
God. Yeah. John has drafted this team really well so far.
Oh man. Well, what do I want to do here?
I remember watching that game. First time in my life I ever rooted for Miami.
Yeah, going against Ohio State.
My next door neighbor is a Canes season ticket holder, and he is sick of it.
All right, whatever. Let's go, Keenan Allen. I wanted to get Austin Eckler.
Oh, so you're getting Professor Keen Bean.
Yeah, I'll go. I assume Scott's not going to take Herbert here, so he already has a quarterback. Never assume, though, right? You're making an ass out of yourself.
Mr. Fenton. Always said that. You know what happens when you make an ass out of you and me. And what was his other saying was, I went to Notre Dame High School in Easton, Pennsylvania, Bethlehem Township ish. Notre Dame Green Pond, it's called. And Mr. Fenton said we were very close to the alma mater of The Rock, Freedom High School. And Mr. Fenton would always start class and be like, "These are the rules. If you don't like them, you have the freedom to go to Liberty and the liberty to go to freedom." and he said, in other words, if you don't like it, get the hell out. That was my mom in high school.
Mr. Fenton.
Oh, D. Fenton. Oh, man. He was a badass. He was the wrestling coach. He was a state wrestling champion.
Wow. All wrestling coaches have every saying in the book, so I'm not surprised.
D. Fenton.
Well, and John gets
John,
his.
John is. Look, yes. John is my employer. He is killing this draft right now. Like, if the Cowboys win a game, I mean, ugh. All right, what is Dolan gonna do here?
If they win a game, though, I've been watching them the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. It's like I feel like the Buccaneers can lose to everybody. I feel like the Cowboys can lose to everybody too. It's like one of them things. Like
after watching them the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm taking him. I'm taking touchdown Tom.
Ooh, well.
Now I'm basically doing the John right now.
Oh no, Joe! I just realized I have my emails set for the draft, so I got every pick is sending me an email. I have like 100 messages.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Oh no, mine is only for when it's on.
Yeah, that's what mine is. It's like whenever I'm up. So I must have it set for
it must just be for
drafts.
when I'm on the clock. Those are those are all for like slow drafts. And remember when MFL 10s were actually on MFL?
Yeah.
That's those old settings.
That's why I have it still set. So
let's
see who Paul's gonna take to snipe my ass again.
Well, if it's a Kansas City Tampa Bay Super Bowl, you guys are screwed. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl though.
Not looking great.
No.
But who knows? Never count touchdown Tom out.
You can't count out touchdown Tom. All right.
Oh, Graham's going with his hometown team here.
Graham's loading up on Jags.
Bunch of Jags.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Jags. It is. Well, is he going to stack him?
Who's he going to stack with here? Does he go Evan Ingram or does he go? Oh, he goes ETN. Interesting. That's a good.
That is interesting. Although John astutely pointed out that ETN did not catch more than 3 passes in a single game this year.
I know. Unbelievable.
Can you believe that?
Especially after his last season at Clemson there. Looked like he was going to be. I think that will change in the future.
They drafted him to be. I mean,
they did. And then James Robinson wasn't right at the beginning of the year. So,
Paul takes Dan Dimes. I like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Dallas Goedert. And that's going to be, by the way, you start your entire team. So, like, there's no lineup decisions to make here. You just start your entire team. And I just feel like, Dallas Goedert, if the Eagles make a run to the Super Bowl, well, there's touchdowns there.
Let's see. Goddard.
How many Ravens and Dolphins are going to get drafted? I mean, at least the Dolphins, you're like, well, Tyreek or Waddle could pop a playoff, right? Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Does Lamar get drafted? That's a roll of the dice here.
I mean, right now, we don't know who's starting for Baltimore or Miami right now.
Yeah, it looks like everybody already have 2 QBs.
I do. Paul does. Graham does. I don't think. Oh no, Scott did take Kirky. Scott took Kirky.
So I'm the only one without.
The only guy left who's guaranteed to start is Gino.
Well, maybe I'll just wait for Lamar for the last pick then.
That's going to be probably my strategy, and just hope he plays. Ooh.
Oh, my wide receivers are going to suck balls. Oh my Lanta. What time's the game? 8?
Nah, it's like 7:45.
Oh, okay. We'll be out of here.
Oh, Ben chimes in. Pacheco. It's going to be a league winner.
Yeah, I mean, good.
Do I just roll the dice with Mike Williams here?
Oh.
He has a history.
You got to roll the dice. Now, apparently, that was when I was talking to Paul yesterday on the show. My hope was he was just having back spasms, which obviously feel like you're being electrocuted, but can go away pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, or do I go defense here and just get my 49ers? What's the defensive scoring? Is it even?
It's pretty standard.
Yeah.
You do get return touchdowns, but not yards, I think. Obviously. Pretty standard. Let me look.
I'm gonna go Saquon here. Hope they win a game, get 2 games. Yeah. They won't play the 49ers if they win. Well, but they won't. So,
well,
no, if the 49ers.
Oh, that's right, because they'll
be eliminated. They'll be done already. So,
yeah, right. So, yep. Yeah,
So
you're
I'll
right.
play
They
that.
can't win
Maybe the Giants have some magic in them, and they can. I know you won't be rooting for that against the Eagles, but maybe I can get.
Yeah, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea who the Eagles are going to play in the second round. I really don't. Like, I mean, based on the favorites, it will be the Cowboys.
Dallas. Yeah,
the Cowboys that I saw yesterday.
It won't
bring
be
them
good.
on, but that rivalry game. I just don't know what's going through Dak Prescott's head right now. I mean, he makes
not much
interceptions. Just some of the worst you'll ever see. Scott took Fournette, which is a good pick. That was somebody I was eyeing him up. Oh man, we're not getting into the dregs of the dregs, but this does get pretty gross. Oh man, Christian Kirk. You do have to start a kicker in a defense, and by the way, there are obviously in formats like this, kickers can be really good. Like. I think Tom, I have both a kicker and a defense in our top 150 on the website.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to think if I want to.
And those are for like leagues that are like bigger than this one, So like it really.
Oh man, this is when it starts to get tough. Well,
the going gets tough. The tough get going.
Well, I got my Herbert. I got my Keenan. I'll just screw it. I'll go Mike Williams.
Yep.
Just load up on those two teams.
Okay, John's up. John has drafted two teams, like from two teams.
That's essentially what I've done too.
Yeah. Well, you did. You were the one you picked. You had the one. Our picks were, I don't want to say really chalky because like so many of us predicted the Bengals to advance to the Super Bowl, which obviously is not outrageous.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. They picked up another offensive line injury yesterday.
Yeah, Alex Kappa.
They already have Layell down.
Yeah,
I think I don't know what happened yesterday too, but they did not look good in the second half as well. So I think I need to start doing some studying on Lamar Jackson here. He's going to be my last pick in the draft.
Oh my god, this is tough. Because
I don't really have an update on Lamar Jackson. Cool.
I could. I could take. Here's the problem. It's like, because I don't want to have. And you know what? No, screw it. I do want to have too many Chiefs because I'm not committed right now. I'm not committed. I'll take Juju, and although he's been fading fast, but
yeah, I'm kicking myself. I was going to give out some under props on him on Saturday, but just them facing the Raiders and potentially high scoring game kept me away. But
Juju, do you know what kind of year Juju had?
What's that?
Juju had one of those fantasy years where the people who were in on him and the people who were out on him can both say
both justified. Yep, absolutely. He had a couple spike games and he had a couple games.
He scored 3 touchdowns. And in the fantasy playoffs, he went 3 of 27 and 2 for 21.
Yeah, he did nothing.
Yeah, he was one of those guys who, like, I probably did not. I did not give him anywhere. I gave him way too much hate for the season he had, but I did not regret not drafting him.
No. In the long run, I was fine not having him where he was being drafted. If it was 2 to 3 rounds later, yeah, I would have had more remorse that I didn't draft more of them.
Yeah.
But where he was being drafted, I still don't have many.
Yeah, I don't regret that at all. And the one thing he did, of course, was stay relatively healthy, which is what I was worried about. But
yeah.
I know he popped up in and out, and but yeah, he caught what 78 passes, and he had 2 10-catch games. So he caught 58 passes in his other 14 games. Yeah. Which, that's 3 catches a game.
Elijah Mitchell.
You're sick of it.
I was thinking maybe I'd be able to sneak him out towards the end, but
Oh man, well guess what? Screw it. I'm taking Pacheco. So like, I mean, here's the deal.
good pick.
Like, I see, like, this is the thing with the Chiefs where I was like, all right, look, no, like none of these players on the surface in this draft are appealing to anybody but me because I have Mahomes. So you know he's going to mix it around. So I might as well just take as many of them as I can.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, that's a good pick this late. I mean, for a guy that could play 4 games. So
exactly. Yeah, you know, as an Eagle fan,
are you worried at all? We got Rojo back in the mix in Week 18.
Oh, I can't believe I had to rank him in the Tom. I deliberately on our positional rankings. I deliberately went to 62 wide receivers just so I could rank Jalen Reagor at the bottom.
You found a spot for him.
Like, he's not even the best Jalen -- OR on his own team. Because they have Jalen Naylor as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Naylor.
That's right. Yeah, he had a couple plays down the stretch.
Dan Naylor. Barely know her.
Well,
John took Singletary. I was considering him, but I'm like, what does taking Singletary do for me?
yeah.
Because I need Buffalo to eliminate the Chiefs to eliminate Buffalo anyway.
I'm just trying to think this out.
Well,
I might take his running mate.
The devil is my running mate.
let's see.
Oh man, I haven't heard that song in forever.
I'll go James Cook.
Yeah. That was the other thing. I'm like, what does that do for me? Because like James Cook might have the best.
Yep.
Well, now let's see here. I have 1, 2. Okay, I got my 3 receivers.
I got 3 running backs. Got my tight end. Got one quarterback, unfortunately. But I'm the last man standing without a second quarterback. So,
well, you can only start 2 of them. So you
yeah,
can
I'm waiting. That's going to be the last pick for me.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be Lamar Jackson. Just rolling the dice.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just see maybe he plays, and you know,
Scott took the other guy I was thinking about, Tyreek Hill.
I was also thinking Hawkinson because I think he can catch a lot of passes. You know, so that's the thing. You know, with Lamar, is like, as a fan, him playing would at least spice up that game.
I hope so.
Because, I mean, Huntley's so hard to watch. And, like, to be fair to Huntley, what the hell is he supposed to... He's thrown to DeMarcus Robinson.
I know. He raised expectations last year, but this is not the same receiving core that he had last year. I mean, it's just so rough. I mean... John follows me with the defense there.
Yeah, I'll take. Here's where I'll go, and I'll just say, let's take Jalen Waddle. And you know what?
Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, Tyreek Hill looked pretty hurt yesterday.
So did Waddle.
Yeah, that's true. They're all hurt. Now you could go River Craycraft or
Craycraft. Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna take Thielen because they're favored.
Yeah, got that touchdown upside.
Yeah. That was a guy I'm a Thielen lover from way back, and I was completely out on him this year, and don't regret it at all.
Yeah, no, I did not draft much of him. I thought he was a little rich.
What a hell of a career he's had, though. I mean, for an undrafted guy. Where'd he go? Minnesota State, Mankato or something?
Mankato.
Yeah. How about our guy from Minnesota, Dom Corbel?
Yeah, that was a big matchup between South Dakota State and North Dakota State.
Brawley's whiteboard.
Yes,
Call
him by the proper name.
Is a North Dakota State alum, and his son goes to South Dakota State. And apparently he said, my son was drinking buy one, get one beers.
I know.
And the last video he sent to me, he told me to suck it.
Only in South Dakota, buy one, get one free beers. I need to go there.
He told me to suck it.
I saw they roughed him up pretty good, too. You don't see North Dakota State get roughed up.
How about
like
I thought Graham didn't have two. I thought he already had two quarterbacks.
What?
Graham just took a third quarterback.
He did?
Yeah, you gotta nix that.
Wait, hold on. What?
He's got Hurts, he's got Lawrence, he's got Lamar.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me undo the last pick.
Yeah. That's right, Graham. I'm getting Lamar with the last pick in the draft. Oh, second to last pick in the draft.
All right, hold on. I should have said. Let me see. I thought I set it up to. Do
to limit him.
To
limit picks. Yeah, I have no idea.
You never know.
I mean, the other position shouldn't be an issue unless somebody takes two kickers or two defenses. So.
Yeah, home. Yeah, sometimes I thought I did that. Let me see here. Let me go to the commission.
Good thing I'm paying attention. I'm like,
yeah. Set up.
Lamar's all mine, boys.
Roster position limit set up. Aha! That'll do it. Roster minimum 1.
There you go. I was wondering why. I was waiting for him to take Evan Ingram. He's already got Lawrence.
1, 6, 4, 1, 1. Oh, okay, that'll do it. Oh, now here I am. Oh, my Lanta. All right.
Yes.
Here's where let's see. Do I have feeling in Minnesota? I'll take Jalen Waddle. Do I want to take Jalen Waddle? Yeah, I'll take him. Yeah, because, here's the thing: if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, I'm winning this thing anyway. I don't need any more Chiefs.
Yeah, Waddle can have a big game.
Yeah,
maybe, depending on who's a quarterback. As long as it's not Mike Glennon. All right, since I'm getting Lamar Jackson late, I might as well take Mark Andrews.
Oh boy,
stacking them up.
Oh, John's taking McPherson. I love it. Yeah. I hope people have enjoyed this. I thought that, Tom, we're gonna go for 40 minutes.
Yep, and we'll. We can always link this in John's article. For
we can.
Anybody that needs to rewatch
throw it in there, and I think. By the way, we were originally planning on having all 6 on the stream, but I do kind of agree this kind of works better. I think 3 is probably really the max.
Yeah, we didn't need to. Let's see here. Now I gotta get a kicker since I'm taking Lamar.
You know what I was thinking? Why do I always feel like the
I can just get I can get Butker, although he's been ass. He's been bad.
Yeah.
I'll go Butker. Although I'm gonna take let's go Butker.
Or do I go Dicker? Dicker,
big kick.
Does I just go all in on the Charger stack?
Yeah,
why not?
Big kick.
Of course, Paul already took Robbie Gould. So.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense. He's second on our kicker projections for this. The only time of year I pay attention to kickers, Tom, is in playoff contests. Because,
I know. That's it. I learned some kickers' names today. Riley Patterson is apparently a kicker in the NFL.
Yes, he is.
I know most of these other guys.
By the way, the entire run down the list of the kickers for the playoffs, and it basically just sounds like the freshman pledge list at a overwhelmingly white university. The names: Evan, Robbie, Harrison, Tyler, Jake, Ryan, Riley, Graham, Cameron, Justin, Greg, Brett, Jason. those are the kickers in the
probably all went to SEC schools too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chefs defense.
There you go.
So basically, I mean, this is just a fun exercise to go through. We're not even playing for anything, so just
For pride.
for pride. But Chris Wecht, yeah, he's gonna have the FFPC. And by the way, our guy. Is that? Yep. I think I just shared this actually. Oh no, I didn't. No, never mind. Well, our playoff rankings and cheat sheets are up actually.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we did have some people in the
in the chat. Thanks for joining, everybody. Yeah, it was a nice.
Dynasty Viper says the secret is to draft good players. I agree.
Yeah, that's our boy Donnelly. It is good. I'm actually going to post this to our Discord right now.
Well, hopefully Lamar plays this weekend, or whatever. It's either Geno or whatever mess is going to be trotted out at quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. So,
am I on the clock?
In a pick, Paul's picking right now. So, Paul, I think he needs No, he already took a defense, so he's got one last position player. Good little warm up for the national championship game.
Ben says, "We just need a Chad on the kickers." Yeah. Suspenses. What site are you using to host? This is just StreamYard. It's pretty standard.
Or was he talking about the draft?
Oh, the draft. My fantasy league. It's myfantasyleague.com.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think Tom, we're officially old heads in the industry.
Why is that? Because we use
My Fantasy League, which
everybody use Sleeper now.
Yeah, everybody uses Sleeper.
Sleeper, there's a lot going on with Sleeper.
My god! There's so many bells and whistles. Oh, and I can never figure out how to get the damn notification bubble off my app.
I
scroll through. I'm clicking every button in the app.
The same thing. It's always on my phone. There's always like a 2 on there.
Oh god.
All right, my quarterback. Get my Lamar Jackson here.
You guys should, Jason Hansen, you guys should think about adding 4 fans next year. Have it be a JBPI, just like the ACI. I love that. All right, and Scott's picking Mr. Irrelevant. And
if we've learned anything this year, they can be very relevant.
Yes. Brock Purdy, the 8th overall pick in a playoff fantasy draft.
Who would have guessed? After what? He was 272 or whatever the number was?
Yeah.
In the draft. All right. So, Joe, I got McCaffrey. I got Kittle. I got Ayuk. I got Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert. Saquon Barkley. Mike Williams. James Cook. 49ers defense, Mark Andrews, Cameron Dicker, and Lamar Jackson for my roster.
Okay, my roster is just print out the Kansas City Chiefs roster. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Jerick McKinnon, Chris Godwin, touchdown Tom, Dallas Goedert, Juju Smith-Schuster, Isaiah Pacheco, Adam Thielen, Jalen Waddle, the Chiefs D, and Harrison Butker.
All right, so if we get a Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl,
it's going to be me versus you, baby.
Yep, let's book it. Although Paul's got a lot of 49ers too, so we'll see how it plays out. All right, well that was fun.
That was fun.
I just enjoyed doing these.
And guys, I hope everybody had time. I posted in our subscriber Discord, by the way, our playoff rankings are live at fantasypoints.com. Live.
It's live.
And guess what? We finished in 20 minutes to spare. I could even pop a quick shower, pop him in a couple slices of pizza into the oven.
Ooh, and got some leftovers from your celebration last night.
Guess what I got? Bacon and onion pizza.
You can't go wrong with bacon and onion. It's an old classic standby there. I got pork chops I need to make up here for the game. So
yeah. Oh, all right. Well, guys, enjoy the football game. Enjoy everything. Thanks for visiting us, and take it easy, everybody. Good night.